just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Philadelphia Eagles. 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in week 4. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. Ready.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Sanders fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Pascal, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the second-year man from Clemson, Travis Etienne. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Lawrence to throw. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They go play action with Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. They go play action now. Lawrence under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. ETN up the middle. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
How'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence, and looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, you got Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Straight ahead, ETN. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you...
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll send the tight end in motion. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Hurts finding Goddard there. First down, Philadelphia. The Eagles at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself in an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 15. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 15.
They'll start with a handoff to Sanders.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
So 20-0 now pending the extra point, and this place is jumping.
Yeah, you can feel it, can't you? You can also see it. You're seeing people in the stands now, excited, happy, high-fiving each other, and expecting this score to continue to mount.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. That's caught on the left side by Kirk.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence.
And Ingram hauls it in.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence. He'll get that underneath Etienne. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find the target downfield.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Toss left side for Etienne.
That'll bring up 4th. They had the 80-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there.
With the way things have gone in this game, I think they've got to consider going for it here. I realize it's just the 2nd quarter, so they're not panicking, but they need something to give them positive momentum to get things going.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, Charles, certainly circle that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out.
And they work this out past the 25. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Man open. Here is Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He'll find Jones again, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Handoff running left is Etienne. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd and 12, Lawrence being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They go play action with Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula's not working. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Slot man moves right. On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. Well, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. A shotgun snap and again to ETN. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Lawrence. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. Play action. Here's Hurts.
pass is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DK Metcalf, 34 yards. And the Eagles are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds at midfield, so a solid return to the 50.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10. Right at the 50-yard line. They'll look to ETN to start things out. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. What a play there by Fletcher Cox to get in and knock him down behind the line. Play action. It's Lawrence. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Here's Lawrence. He's going to let this one go deep. And now here's another interception. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. He'll find Metcalf. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Hurts throw caught here by Metcalf. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed watching their execution throughout this contest.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Here's Lawrence to throw. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. That one looks like he'll throw here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Let's go.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Eagles, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans.